The criteria for Consumer Price Index have changed for the first time in 5 years. The items consumed more frequently now were added, while those purchased less were removed, resulting in an inflation rate a little higher than the one announced before. But people still pointed out that the inflation rate doesn't accurately reflect what consumers actually pay.
Face masks have remained an essential item for nearly 2 years. Buying in bulk has become the norm since people have to wear at least one mask a day.
거의 화장품처럼 그냥 일상이 된 것 같아서 한 번 살 때 한 100개 정도 묶음돼 있는 걸 3박스 정도 사는 것 같고.
Statistics Korea changed the inflation assessment items for the first time in 5 years in order to incorporate new consumption patterns to inflation rate adjustment. 14 new or highly consumed items were added. Those items include masks as well as dishwashers, dryers, and electric vehicles that have grown popular recently. In contrast, 13 items were removed. Kohl briquettes or ties, which people buy less of now, were excluded, as well as school lunch fees and school uniforms that don't need to be surveyed because of the expansion of free education. Weight value of each item also went through some changes. For example, weight values for jeonse cost, online contents fees, and health supplements were increased, while that of overseas travel made difficult due to the pandemic was lowered. The changes produced a new cumulative inflation rate of 2.4% by November. Statistics Korea said that the higher inflation rate shows the real consumer prices more accurately. Despite the increase, however, the projected inflation rate seems lower than what consumers actually spend. This is largely because the cost of home ownership, which takes up about 60% of residential expenses, was again left out from this year's data.
주택에 대한 이슈가 크면 사람들이 체감하는 거는 요거에 더 연동될 가능성이 있기 때문에 미국 같은 경우는 포함하고 있고 이제 유럽도 이제 유럽 중앙은행에서 하기로 했고.
Statistics Korea said they will be cautious as adding widely fluctuating home ownership costs to the inflation index could cause confusion, since consumer prices are linked to pension, wages, and other economic indicators.